Hi guys, morning. We are here in Club Safari. People are eating over there. Anyway, wow, there's a big glare coming from that bloody roof. So, how you guys doing today? I'm here in Club Safari in Philippines, by the way. I want to talk about cricket today because I like sports. I like cricket and rugby. These are my and martial arts. These are my sports. Now, recently, South African cricket team, the so-called Proteas, are playing now in England. We've played 3 tests against England, and terrible. Oh my God! I got the impression that we're getting worse and worse. Now, what is the problem? The problem is quotas. You see, in South African sport, we have a concept of quota. Quota means players that maybe are not good enough, they have to be chosen. They have to be chosen, even if they're not good enough. Now, what is the criteria for these quotas? Okay, the problem with the quotas is that it's not always based on ability. It's based on color of your skin. Okay, so in South Africa we have so many races. We are the rainbow nation. Nelson Mandela called us the rainbow nation. So we have white people, like, look at me. I'm a little bit white, maybe not totally white, but white enough. So I'm a white African, also known as Afrikaner. Then we have black, the opposite of white is black, right? We have a lot of black South Africans, and then we have Asian South Africans, a lot of them from India, the subcontinent, and even China and Pakistan, and Java, Malaysia, which is the old Malaya, and then and also mixed. We have mixed South Africans, like if a white dude likes a black girl or vice versa, they're gonna have babies that are not entirely white or black. We call them colored. So we have coloreds in South Africa. We have Asians, we have coloreds. And what else do we have? Jesus. So we have a lot of these. So we have a lot of different people in South Africa, right? Now the problem with quotas is that the idea here is that the previously disadvantaged, which basically would be the non-white. We call them non-whites. You have white people and you have non-white. So people who were disadvantaged, who were discriminated against for 500 years, the non-white people, they were the slaves or the laborers, or they had their land taken away, they had their money taken away, they had their lives taken away, they were locked up in jails, like Nelson Mandela. He was in prison for 27 years. Not only him, thousands of other South Africans, right? Non-white South Africans. Now so basically people can say, oh, Frankie, you're lucky, you're a white South African, you grow up in privilege, right? And that's true. Even I was a poor, what is called poor white. Yeah, I grew up basically a poor white, but even I was a poor white, I was still better off than a poor black or a poor colored or a poor whatever, right? I was still more privileged than a poor black. So, because it was inherent in the system of apartheid, okay? But now, what is the problem with the real problem? We're talking about real problems with the South African cricket team, quotas, right? So, according to the government, we need to have quotas. We need to have 6 players, I think, of non-white players, of which 2 must be black. So there are places for 5 white players. 5 are white in a cricket team, right? 2 are black, and then 4 others can be colored, Indian, Asian, whatever. Okay, that's the quota system. But now what really makes me really upset and really sad and really fucking depressed and really angry is that out of the majority of players can be white. So why do we have white quotas in the South African team? All the quota players in the South African team are white. They are white quotas. What the flying fish finger is going on? If you look at the performances of the South African cricket team, the problems, all the goddamn problems are coming, 99% coming from white players, underperforming, white quotas. And we're keeping good black, the white quota is keeping good black or non-white players out of the team. The best young player in South Africa, in my opinion, Andile Filokwayo, he hasn't played one single game. He's not been given one single chance. Andile. That kid has impressed me so much. He's young. He's determined. When he plays in the one-dayers, he fights. He's a really good left-hand batsman. He's a very talented young bowler. He bowls at the stumps. But who do we choose? Morris. Okay, you know, I remember Willie Morris, the father of this Chris Morris or whatever. Willie Morris was a good player. He played for Northern Transvaal, 7 feet tall, good left arm spinner, I think, if I remember correctly. And I don't, you know, his son probably deserves a game or two. But he is a white quota. Let's be honest. He's a white quota. Okay? Chris Morris. And he will be the first to admit it. His bowling is not steady enough to be test standard, test match. He's been going for 7, 8, 9, 10 runs and over. Plus his batting. He lost his wicket on the last ball before lunch, on the last day, where South Africa was back to the wall. What kind of batting is that? That's a lack of concentration or application. I'm sorry, Chris, you got to improve, dude. But you are keeping players like Andile out of the team. And not only you. Not only you. Let's start at the front. Greame Pollock was crucified recently when he said South Africa is becoming a middle class, a middling team or an average team. We're going down. And he's totally, why was he crucified? He's right. He said that Kuhn, Heino Kuhn, the opener, is not an international class opening batsman. And Greame Pollock was 100. Kuhn has proven that he is not good enough to open. So why the hell is he opening? How many chances are we going to give him? He's 33 or 34 years old. We've got a great young batsman there. 2 great young batsmen. White, but you can invest in them for the future, for God's sakes. What is going on with the selectors? And then the yo-yoing with the number one biggest white quota in a South African team is A.B. de Villiers, the captain of the one-day team and the captain. He's in and out of the team like a yo-yo. I want to play today, but I don't want to play tomorrow. I want to play for this team, I don't want to play for that team, but I want to be captain. Sorry, AB. That's not good enough, dude. If you cannot apply yourself, if you cannot prove yourself, the team is going down like they've been thrown out of a plane under AB's captaincy. Okay, Faf is a much better captain, but look at his batting. Twice you pull out of the shot. Twice you've been given out. That is the nadir, the lowest point of batsmanship. And you did it twice in one match. Faf du Plessis is another white quota. If he wasn't captain, he would not be in the team. He cannot be in the team on his batting. It's not good enough. People were crucifying J.P. Duminy. All the fucking races were jumping on a bandwagon. J.P. Duminy, the big problem is J.P. Duminy. Bullshit. J.P. Duminy was not even part of the problem, okay? J.P. Duminy was totally mismanaged. J.P. Duminy is look at this Moeen Ali of England. He's fucking taking hat tricks, taking 10, 20 wickets, scoring 50s. I don't think he scored 100 yet, but he's going to score 100 probably. Because he's well managed. He's way down the order, 7 or 8 or 9. Come in, no pressure on him, boop, 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 hits a quick 50. Okay, we're going to give you as much bowling as you want, Moeen Ali. In the first test match against England, he was crying out for a right-arm spinner bowler. If I remember correctly, JP Duminy wasn't given one single fucking ball to bowl. A total vote of non-confidence in him, and then he just dropped. His batting suffered. His fielding usually is brilliant. He dropped catches. Total fucking mismanagement under the new captain, because Faf wasn't there. Poor planning. Poor planning. The coach wasn't there. Okay, I can understand there are circumstances like giving birth and so on, but poor planning all the way. Poor selection. We cannot get our openers right. We're choosing these over-the-hill openers that are going to be finished in 1 or 2 years. What is going on in South Africa? What's wrong with these selectors? Where's Markram, young, bright, upcoming batsman? Why is he not given the chance? Is this insanity? And the Cock, we have one batsman. One in the whole fucking team. It is the Cock, Quinton de Kock, down at number 7. One single batsman performing out of 11 players. And now we've got one batsman. Push him up to number 4. Now you put pressure on him. In effect, he's an opener. The Cock, he opens in one-day games. But now we're going to give him a little bit of leeway at number 4 because he's also the wicket keeper. He can't wicket keep all day and opener. Bullshit. He's young. He's fit. And he's in fact opening because we have no opener. Heino Kuhn and Cook before him, they were out in the first 10 rounds. They're gone. And then Amla is not a number 3 batsman. Amla is worse than JP Duminy. Faf is worse than JP Duminy. And that fucking non-existent opener is worse than JP Duminy. They're all worse than JP Duminy, but JP Duminy was sacrificed. Okay? Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. All the way. Amla has to go down to number 4. We have to, the Cock has to open. The Cock is an all-rounder. He cannot just get a game on his wicket-keeping ability. He has to bat and wicket-keep. He goes to open. Immediately when the Cock goes to opener, you solve 100% of the problems. Because now you open up. You drop a non-existent opener, like Kuhn or whoever. You bring in somebody who is an integral part of the team, a wicket-keeper. So no matter what, he's going to be in the team. So you make him opener. Okay, whether he comes off and he scores a quick 50 or he scores 0, it doesn't matter. He's still the wicketkeeper. Faf du Plessis is an all-rounder because he's the captain. And he's a good captain. So he's an all-rounder because he's not good enough to be a batsman. Okay, sorry. Number 3, so who's going to be number 3 if you make Amla number 4? The Cock opens with Algar. 2 left-hand batsmen, one of them is going to come off at least, I'm sure of that. Number 3 has to be this little black kid. Is batting very well in the middle order. He's the only one who is playing with any application, with any technique, with any determination. What's his name? Anyway, we know what is. Sorry, he slipped my mind now. But he's got to be at number 3 because he's the only one with application and technique. At 4, maybe Amla will come off at 4 again, because he has a little bit more breathing room. 5, you can play Faf because he's the captain. He's the all-rounder. Okay, then at 6, because the Cock drops down to opener or goes up to opener. Now you open up for Felokwayo and Dile Felokwayo, the most exciting young black talent in South Africa. Please, please, please give this guy a game. But okay, he doesn't have to be 6. I think Vernon Philander is really picking up his game at 6. Vernon Philander is the only bowler that is getting wickets. The only. Push him up in 6. Felokwayo at 7. Okay. See, now the game is opening up because the Cock can you push up the Cock. Now suddenly you can open up the game. Okay. If you want an extra batsman, you're bringing De Bruyne at 6, or if you want to play an extra all-rounder, you drop Morris, who is not performing, and you bring in Felokwayo still. Felokwayo has to play. He's the best young player in South Africa, and he's black. He's the right color also, and he's the best player. Bring him in, for God's sakes. I really love to see that kid on a test match. He has big match temperament, BMT. And then the rest. I'm very disappointed with all the bowlers. Morris is bowling. Morris was hopeless, out. Even Morkel is bowling well, but he's not getting wickets. Rabada is not bowling well, but Rabada can be an all-rounder. He's really impressed me with his batting. So drop him down the order, bring him up the order. Our left-hand spinner Maharaj been bowling really well. He's been after Philander, he's been our best bowler. His batting has been disappointing. He needs to really get his let him go at 10, Morkel at 11, Rabada can be maybe 9. You know, slowly bring him up, make Rabada an all-rounder. He really has it. But this team will be great. The Cock and Algar. Anyway, at number 3, Amla at 4, Faf at 5, then either a batsman or you start with, if depending on the pitch, of course, you know. But there, the big thing is the Cock at opener. And drop the white quotas. No more white quotas, please. Don't insult the people of South Africa, okay? Bring in deserving black players, please. South Africa deserves that. We deserve that, okay? As cricket lovers. We don't want to see struggling, out of form, white players like Dwayne Olivier, like Morris, like Heino Kuhn. Faf du Plessis can be tolerated because he's the captain, but he's out of form, okay? And you know what? If you need to bring back JP Duminy as a lower batsman, 7 or 8, just like Moeen Ali. Let him bowl, for heaven's sakes. Look at Moeen Ali. He's cleaning up South Africa, for God's sakes. South Africa, come on, wake up. The selectors has to catch a wake up. Instead of crucifying Greame Pollock, listen to what he has to say, okay? Drop the white quotas. That is my message to South African cricket. Stop the white quotas, please. Stop insulting us. Okay, we're not stupid. Thank you. Bye-bye.